today's schedule, and in the morning we had French, then language, then science. Then we have recess, math, and today we have art, and then lunch and language and community circle. And I'm really going to be focusing on community circle for you because
I want to know about that too.
during community circle we all get together and we basically just reflect on our whole day. We reflect on what we've learned, and we learn new stuff about each other. And Miss Borzolino, each day she has a sentence starter. Sometimes she asks us something I learned today that I didn't know yesterday.
Give me an example.
So a sentence starter could be something I learned today that I didn't know yesterday. And we could say that I didn't know that neutrons are powered by negative cells or something like that. Other times we play cooperative games sometimes just so it's fun, but we're still learning. So we have games where all of us were working together and we're using our 4 tribes agreements: attentive listening, mutual respect, participation, and right to pass.
During that circle.
Yeah, and we're all listening, and we have lots of fun, and at the end of the day we make sure that we do something fun so that the whole class, we feel like we're part of the classroom and we have fun together. So and sometimes we have problems with that, but we we go through it. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, this really helps me knowing what your day looks like. So what's the best part of your day here?
The reason I like community circle is because it's our time to reflect on what we've learned, our time to reflect on anything we want, and it's not a reflection that's written on the bottom of a paper, my strengths, my weaknesses. It's a reflection that comes from us. We're not told what to do. The words aren't put in our mouth that this is how I'm going to fix it. We're just saying what we want to, and we're freely expressing our thoughts and reflections on everything that we've learned. It's a really important thing to have a community circle because we're reflecting each day, and reflecting, it's strengthening our ability to work with each other, and it's strengthening our ability to just sit as a classroom and really be insightful and think about what we've done all through the day. Mama, I'm going to tell you the 3 things that I hope to accomplish today. So the first thing, I hope that you learn from what I'm learning in school, and I hope that you give me descriptive and critical feedback. I can take it. And
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. And I hope that I get to show you all of my work.
Okay.
So first I'm going to share my learning intentions with you. In reading, I'm learning to identify the main theme or message in a variety of texts. In writing, I'm learning to edit my own and a partner's work using the proper editing symbols. In math, I'm learning to identify the mean, median, and mode of number patterns. And in social studies, I'm learning to collect information from various texts on First Nation people's life before contact.
Oh, okay.
So first I'm going to show you a short answer booklet that we filled in. So first we read this realistic fiction story called The Green Detective. And
What's the message in there? What's the main idea as you are learning about the main idea?
there's actually a question in here that asked us that. So the main theme of this, I wrote that it was how to use an encyclopedia, but then I learned that it's not actually how to use an encyclopedia, it's how to make summer last longer. That's not the whole idea of why the author wrote that.
Okay, what made you confused that you thought that it's about encyclopedia? Can you show me what made you confused?
Yeah. So I was reading this, and it was mostly about a lot of this part in the middle. It was about how they were using the encyclopedia to find out, or how they were showing how to use an encyclopedia. So that's what made me think, oh, well, this could be about using an encyclopedia. But in fact, it was about how to make summer last longer.
Sarah, to tell you, always look at the last paragraph and the first paragraph. There you will see the main idea is always hidden in there, the first and the last paragraph. So go back and think again, okay? For next time.
Okay, so Mama, this is the 3rd page of the report card, and you're gonna need to fill this out. तो जो आपको लगता है कि मैंने आपके जो मेरे goals हैं and how you can help me कि आप लिखें कि मैं उसको help करूँगी कि मैं घर पे उसको workbooks I'll write down, और फिर सारा जो यहाँ आप लिखती हैं जैसे दूसरों पे भी आपने लिखा हुआ है तो वो आप यहाँ लिखें. And then I'm gonna write my own goals and then just sign at the bottom and write in as much detail as you can so कि फिर ये हमारे पास term 2 के लिए the goals for term 2 they're all really specific और फिर हम वापस and I can remember.
Comments of students' achievements. Sarah, I really celebrate your success.
I learned that when I reflect on everything, I'm really insightful about my reflections. And then when I do my reflections, I look at them, I practice, and I read them over. And then I remember them later. I just don't forget them. I remember them, and then I use them in my work because we've been doing reflections since September. So all of the reflections I got, I'm incorporating all of my new learning into what I'm doing right now, and then that's helping me improve my work. I like best that I get to, for once, be in charge. Because at home, you know, the parents they're like the captain, they're the boss. But for once, I'm in an environment that I'm the only one who knows. I'm the boss. I can tell my parents, no, this isn't how it is. Because sometimes I'm a little cautious at home when I'm saying, oh, like when I'm trying to take charge. But then, right now, they're the ones who are listening to me, and I'm talking, and this is where I'm the best and not my parents. We did a little bit of role playing with our buddies, so I pretended that they were my parents, and that helped me, that eased me into the idea of my parents listening to me. But something that helped me even more was when I went downstairs to the grade 1s and I listened to them. I was their parents, so then I was looking from my parents' perspective. They would have thought like, oh, it was just yesterday that Sarah was in grade 1, and then they could see my growth, and I saw how I had grown. Because in grade 1, we did the traditional student-led conference where we're showing our tests, and that's kind of what the grade 1s did. But then I saw that how much I've grown and how much, like the little girl that I was with, she wasn't so confident, she was hesitating, but then I saw that, well, that's how I must have been. And that's the impression that my parents would have had. But now I'm confident, and it's so different now, and and that really increased my confidence, and that it boosted my confidence, and I was like, yeah, now I'm going to show my parents that this is a whole different thing.
The greatest benefit of student-led conference is that I got to know that the learning is an ongoing process. When I came here, I learned that assessment is going on every day. Before that, I used to think that only I know what a level 4 look like. That's what I go back to what Sarah said, that of course only it's me who knows what a level 4 look like, and it's the teacher who knows. But now I learned that Sarah is very clear about her success criteria, and she's working for it. So I think this helped me. Now I have confidence on Sarah that she is clear about her success criteria and she's working towards it. And the other thing is that I learned that assessment is an ongoing, everyday process here in this classroom. But here I'm seeing that every day there is an assessment. She's doing group work and she is reflecting after the end of the day, and there she gets her communication marks and everything. It's not just the unit test that I signed every term, or like in my days when I just have to do one test and that's it. I know that it's successful because all the questions that I had in my mind were answered. I got to know Sarah's room. I see her as I hear her learning context and stuff, and I think that when Sarah and I both we are satisfied. I got to see the teacher. She answered me all the questions, and I thanked her. And yeah, I think then that's when I know that okay, everything is fine. When we both leave the room with a satisfaction of knowing each other better, I think, or the learning better. I think the difference between a student-led conference and the teacher-led conference is that here I can actually get to know my child's challenges, what she thinks, and I actually know what she is learning. Maybe the teacher will just tell me the gist of it. Here I have the opportunity to talk to my child and stop her right away to know more about it. I know that she's learning about finding out the main idea. So the teacher might tell me, we are learning about finding out the main idea from the article. But here I can ask Sarah. If Sarah is telling me, I can ask her, I can question her to check her knowledge too, right at the spot. And this gives me a chance to talk to Sarah about her goals, and then how can I help her? So when we are writing it together, when we are talking it together, I think it's more beneficial than just teacher is writing me the report card. I'm already getting the report card, and whatever teacher thinks, I'm getting that. But here it really gives me a chance to talk to Sarah, and at home, it's not possible at home because I got distracted, and here I have those 20 minutes that I can really see her work, what she did over the term, and I can ask her questions about that.